Okay, Star Wars fans, Miso, glad you're here today to watch this video. Did you know there's a delicious fermented paste that you can buy that can not only improve your gut health, but also adds a salty, savory, umami packed flavor bomb to your everyday foods and not raise your blood pressure? It's true. Hey everyone, welcome back to Brand New Vegan. I am Chuck, and I make switching to a plant-based diet super easy and delicious by giving you comfort food recipes you already know and love. Today we're diving into miso, what it is, why it's so good for you, and of course how to use it in your own kitchen. So what exactly is miso? Miso is a fermented soybean paste that's been used in Japan for centuries. It is said to have originated in China and was brought to Japan by Buddhist monks in the 7th century AD. So it's been here a long time. It's made with just 3 ingredients: soybeans, koji, which is a special kind of rice that has mold on it, and salt. I would consider this a whole food. It's then packed into containers and allowed to age for months, if not years, and that's what gives it its deep, savory umami flavor. Fun fact, soy sauce, tamari, was originally a byproduct of making miso. The health benefits of miso. With all that sodium, and I'm looking at the label, 1 tablespoon is a serving, 830 milligrams of sodium. Can't be that healthy, right? Well, besides being delicious, it's actually really good for you. We'll talk about the sodium in a minute. First, you got gut health. So it's fermented. That means it has probiotics. That's the good bacteria that helps your digestion, supports your immune system. It's nutrient rich, protein, vitamins, B vitamins, fiber, vitamin K, minerals, manganese, zinc. It supports your immune system because of the fermentation and the probiotics again. Heart healthy. Some studies actually suggest that miso can help lower your blood pressure despite the sodium. Aids digestion because you got enzymes in the miso. It helps break down the food, promotes the gut health. Got to use it unpasteurized though. You don't want to cook this stuff. And here's the biggie. It does not increase blood pressure. So if you ever tried this, you know it's salty, but it does not seem to raise your blood pressure at all. Both Dr. Michael Clapper and Dr. Michael Grieger give miso a thumbs up, and I'll link to both those videos down below. So how is miso actually made? Well, they start with soybeans, salt, and koji. Koji is a rice that has been inoculated with a special mold called Aspergillus oryzae. And yes, you can buy that stuff on Amazon if you ever want to make your own, which I might do one day. But not only is it used to make miso and soy sauce, it's also used to make sake, Japanese rice wine. You ever had it? You know it's good. The fermentation process can last anywhere from a few months to several years, depending on the type of miso. The longer it ferments, the deeper the flavor, darker the color. Another fun fact, miso fermentation is like making sourdough, kimchi, sauerkraut. It's all about time, patience, and allowing those good bugs to work their magic. So now for the fun part. How do you actually use miso? Remember, the most important thing, this has probiotics in it. You don't want to boil it. High heat will kill those probiotics. So you always want to try to add this stuff to whatever it is you're making towards the end and stir it in. So one thing you can do with this is obviously make miso soup. Classic. It's just broth, tofu, green onions, and a little bit of miso. You can make marinades with it if you want to add that savory umami flavor to your tofu, mushrooms. It's a great butter substitute. Spread this on your toast instead of butter. Put some in your mashed potatoes. It's really good. And sauces and gravies. So that's great for pouring over your grain bowls, your potatoes, or your roasted veggies. So speaking of miso gravy, let me show you how easy it is to whip up a batch that you can use on practically anything. All right, guys, we're going to make this miso gravy. It is very easy. We'll start with a cup of low sodium veggie broth. It's good if it's cold. You do not want to mix cornstarch into hot liquid. It'll clump. So the fact that the veggie broth is cold is great. I'm going to add a tablespoon of cornstarch. Get that all whisked in. Obviously, we're going to flavor this with miso. You can also flavor it with other stuff if you want. I'm also going to mix in a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, like that. Now with the cornstarch already being mixed in, and as soon as I put this in the pan and heat it up, it'll start to thicken. All right, that looks mixed up pretty good. Let's get it in the pan. All right, so I got my pan heating up. It's on, medium high. I changed to a bigger whisk. I'm just going to pour this in, and we'll whisk until it starts to thicken. Then we add the miso. And this is starting to thicken up really nice. So I'm going to turn my heat down. Just let this simmer. That's why I turn the heat off. I want the residual heat from the stove to finish thickening this up. So right now all it is veggie broth, low sodium, and some cornstarch. Once I add the miso in, it'll become salty, obviously. If it's not salty enough, if you want to, you can add, like I would say, up to a teaspoon of low sodium tamari, low sodium soy sauce, to give it that extra little salty umami kick. So here's 1 tablespoon of miso. Again, I got the heat off. I'm just going to stir this in. Probably use my bigger whisk. There we go. So I don't ruin my pan. And just kind of smoosh that all up. Get it mixed in. This would be technically it's a sauce, not a gravy. Gravies are made with flour as a roux and bits of meat from whatever you fried. So this is technically not a gravy. You can call it a miso sauce. All right, let's add the other tablespoon. But this will be good on potatoes, on rice, roasted veggies, whatever you can think of. Try it. See if you like it. So I'll mix this miso in here. We'll give it a taste, and if I need to, I'll add that extra little bit of tamari for flavor. If you have some other creative ways you want to try this and flavor it up, let me know. Maybe add a little ginger. I added some garlic. Maybe it needs more. I don't know. Experiment. Try it out. Tell me what you think. I'm going to get a spoon so I can take a taste. I've got some rice here. Looking really good. Simple. This took me no time at all to make this, guys. Super easy, super delicious. All right. Just a little taste. That is so good. Perfect. It doesn't look like gravy. If you want to, let me find mine. Where is it at? I know I have some somewhere. If you don't want to use, shoot, I can't find it. Soy sauce or tamari to make this. Here we go. saltier. It also changes the color. If you don't want to do that, this is something we can get here in the States called Kitchen Bouquet. If I can get a shot, there we go. It's a browning sauce. Grocery stores have it. It's up on the shelf next to the A1, whatever. Maybe a teaspoon of this instead of more tamari, more sodium, right? And now give it a slightly darker color. Doesn't really affect the flavor that much. It's more for coloring than anything. See, there we go. Now we got that gravy color. Yeah. If you just want to use it as is, do that too. This is not necessary. If you can't find Kitchen Bouquet, don't worry about it. But see, now it looks more like gravy. And there you go. Super simple recipe, guys. Let's put this on some rice and give it a taste. Here we go. Miso gravy. Yum, yum. Hope you enjoy the recipe, guys. If you do, leave a comment below. Let me know. Yum. How do you buy and store this stuff? Where do you find it? Most grocery stores, not most, some grocery stores, around me, most of them, carry it in one or two places. At Fred Meyer, it's on the shelf in the Asian section next to the soy sauces and stuff. Other stores, it's in the cooler section next to the tofu. I found it at Fred Meyer, Safeway, Whole Foods, and New Seasons if you live up here in the Pacific Northwest. And of course, it's on Amazon, links below. There's two kinds, white and red. White, like I said, is a milder, sweeter flavor, while the red, which has been fermented longer, has a bit stronger flavor. Storing this is easy. Just put it into the fridge in an airtight container. It'll last for months, and it freezes well too. And Korea has their own version of miso called doenjang. If you ever see that stuff, now you know what it is. It's basically Korean miso. So now you know why miso is such an amazing ingredient. It's nutritious, it's super delicious, it's very versatile. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite way to use miso. Have you ever tried it? Is this your first time hearing about it? Let me know that too. If you enjoyed the video, be sure and like, subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss out on any more plant-based tips and recipes from me. And check out my blog and my cookbook, links below, for more delicious ways to use miso, like garlic noodles. Oh, they're so good. They're in the book. Thanks guys for watching. I'll see you next time. This is Chuck from Brand New Vegan. Again, thanks for watching.